Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, going up top. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Makes a pass to Marker.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's McCown. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Going right to work up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 10.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On the ground with the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To the air, it's McCown. Trying to beat the D deep. Reels it in down the left side. He's out of bounds at the 41, and they turn bad field position into great field position just like that.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Nice move to keep running. Made him miss again. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Looking to throw on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
On the ground, it's McNeal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the draw. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Back to pass. It's McCown. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Now the defense with its back against the wall. After the penalty, it's 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. 2nd down after that loss of yards play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And the returner will be brought down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's McNeal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Trying to set up the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. The ball falls incomplete.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Unloads quickly.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Using his legs, it's Vaughn. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's dragged down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Working that wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Bringing it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. To the air, it's McCown. Pulls it in. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going to the run to start this second half. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against 3rd down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He breaks a tackle. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Vaughn. Quick spin on the run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. unloads it left. And they can't make the play on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's McCown. Snags it over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
From the gun, give on the inside. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Gonna run it. It's McNeal. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Caught behind the line. It's McNeal. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. It's on target and complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's McCown. Almost almost had the completion, just missed it.
I don't know if the receiver wasn't ready for that screen throw, if the quarterback threw it too early. It's a bang-bang play. It happens quick. You just got to wonder if he were able to catch it, what would have happened? He had some blockers downfield.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Quick handoff. Nice move there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open on the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown. Unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Thompson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, a 4th down.
tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To throw, it's McCown. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. QB draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Going with the ground game left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself on the draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Looking to pass, it's McCown. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Trying to pound it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Martin. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Fires to the big fella. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls. And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. This time it's complete. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll run it on first and goal. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's in for the touchdown.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback running on the drop. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Dropping back, it's McCown. Buying some time. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's McCown. They're working that left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback hung up to and sacked at the 12.
When you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to be ready to execute the red zone.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
3rd and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. Back to throw, it's McCown. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th and goal for the game. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense defines and stands on the result of the play.